Rock Candy Radio is sponsored by NewSmilesDentistry.com. NewSmilesDentistry.com. Call 310-791-2041. NewSmilesDentistry.com.
Here we go.
Play with the devil, die with the devil. I am Rocco Fonzarelli.
Yeah, fella that up.
Who cares who I am? I'm Pastor Andy Q. I'm a little bit conservative, and as you might have guessed, he's a whole lot of rock and roll. We're here to give you a unique perspective on current events. Here with us, running the board, is Chris Brown. Rapping royalty has come to the Big A. Isn't that great? And we've got Alejandro just hanging around because I got nowhere else to go, man. And joining Rocco and me behind the mic is
Hollywood Beth?
Nope. Beth, what can I do?
Oh.
Beth, what can I do?
Oh,
Beth,
hello.
what
No, I
can
like
I do?
There you go. Hey, I don't care. Remind me, Rocco, who are we?
We are Rock Candy Broadcasting live from the Big A.
Yes, we are Rock Candy. On tap for tonight, Rocco will give you Tales from the Road. You'll laugh, you'll cry, scream, cry some more. In other words, a typical Rocco road trip.
It's amazing.
Plus 3 of the most terrifying words known to humankind. DMV. And the only sane moment of the show, Beth's Hollywood Minute. But first,
Sports.
did you
hit it.
see
Hit it.
Tom Brady's
Sports.
giant coat? Did you see Tom Brady's giant coat that he wore in the playoffs against the Steelers? There's quite a bit of chatter about it still, courtesy of next week's Time Magazine. Yes, I get next week's Time
you are
Magazine
on
early.
top of things.
Me and politicians who are supplied with questions for debates. But I digress. Did you see that thing? Did you see the big coat that he was wearing? Anybody in the booth? This is a sports station. I thought. Did you see it? No. Okay. Listen, he looked like the Incredible Hulk on steroids. This coat was giant. I was wondering if he was going to smuggle in some deflated footballs inside it. Well,
I hate to
that's the
tell you
obvious
this.
one.
I have to tell you something.
Please.
The Incredible Hulk is on steroids.
That's
We're
the
talking
problem.
Lou Ferrigno.
There's the original roid rage right there. Look, do you recall the episode of Seinfeld when he had George Costanza had that big Gore-Tex jacket on?
Yes.
Yes,
I do.
that's kind of what it looked like,
Oh,
but
my
this is
goodness.
much bigger. Made me think of Princess Caroline's boyfriend, who passed himself off as a businessman, but in reality were 3 young children pulling a scam. Don't believe me? Well, refer to BoJack Horseman on Netflix. Maybe that's just a little bit of an obscure reference. I'm not sure.
to me. I love that show.
If you've seen that giant jacket with Brady's head poking out of it, you'd understand the comment made by James McGuire Jr. at James McGuire Jr. Got to give the man a shout out.
That's
It's pretty
right.
funny. He says this, is it just me? Or does it... Is it just me, or does it look like this jacket's giving birth to Tom Brady? You're right on target,
Oh, wow.
James. Oh, gosh. Got to look it up. We got to put it on the website.
That's amazing. Tom
we don't have
Brady
a
in a
website.
big jacket. That's the lead story.
Brady. Well, this is... Listen, everybody else is talking, you know.
Sure. No, I'm with you.
Everybody else is talking Super Bowl.
I'm loving this.
Brady will be appearing in his 7th Super Bowl game.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the most that any quarterbacks have, big jacket or not.
Wow.
He's 4-2 in Super Bowl games, so he's the man. The game set off to kick off at 3:30 our time, Pacific Standard Time. We're here.
That's where we
Bring your
live.
own
We're
football.
here live at the Big A.
And if you want to talk about big jackets, go ahead and call 714-2-830-830. That's 714-2-830-830.
Next week, we'll be right on time, 9 o'clock, like usual. We'll be able to mock the game, which for some reason, it makes me feel better about myself. Rocco,
Yeah. Do you want to hear what happened to me over the weekend?
I want to hear something far more interesting than that.
This weekend was insane.
Okay, so we played House of Blues San Diego, which I want to thank the House of Blues for sponsoring the show for the last, month or so from San Diego. Okay.
Yeah, Rocco.
Thank you.
I met...
Let's thank them after the check clears.
Oh, sorry. I met... Okay, so I met a few new friends, but I'm in a Rob Zombie tribute band.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so I do Rob Zombie on the weekend.
Wow.
So I am a man of the people, Ange. You know that.
Well, you are. You really are.
Beth,
You're
you
in
know
touch.
that, right?
Kind of like the president.
So when
People
I
man.
when I do my show, I run out into the audience and sing along with everybody. Now the first round of me audience participation, I run out and hand the mic off and have people sing along.
Very fun.
And there's a lot of energy coming from the stage, so it gets people excited.
Yes.
So
I'm on the edge of my seat right now.
So every once in a while I'll get a little tap on the butt, to show appreciation. It's from the ladies. I'll walk by and I'll get a little, tap.
Yes.
It's assault. It's assault.
That used to happen to me, but people in sports, but people would leave their hand there.
Yeah.
I think they're supposed to remove it after 5 minutes.
They are.
So,
Yes.
So the second round is what disturbed me. I am running out to the crowd doing the mic thing, and I feel a girl grab me around the neck and then bit me on the neck.
Oh,
so
no.
I don't know if you can see it, but it's right here.
Vampira meets Rob Zombie.
And I said on the microphone, during the song, the band, Randy, who was our guest last weekend on the show.
Oh yeah.
He saw this from the stage, and you weren't here. But I said
Here
on
in
the
spirit.
microphone during the song, "Did you just bite me?" During the song. So I run back. Finish the song, run straight to the dressing room to see if it broke the skin, because I may allegedly have hepatitis B at this point, or C. I don't know
Or
which one's
something
worse.
terrible.
So
Yes.
I've never had that happen before, and I was really mad about it.
I
was assaulted.
Yeah,
I
I would be concerned for the
I
girl.
think we need to protest.
Alrighty then.
man. But anyway, it was funny because I'm getting ready in the dressing room right before I go on, and I'm covered in blood and dirt.
Not from the vampire, but
This is
from
before.
part of the act.
Before he met the vampire.
And the first band that went on, which most of our show is usually giving a shout out, as you did earlier. So I got to give a shout out to Zoviet, Foos Fighters.
Boy, and I got to tell you, when this is textbook, I hope you radio students are writing this down. When you do a shout out, stretch those names out forever.
Look,
remember.
there was a lot of bands.
If you're going to say
There was a lot of
names,
bands.
and people want to have information that is totally irrelevant to their lives, which is pretty much what the show's all about. Stretch
Once
those names
again,
out.
if you want to talk about Tom Brady's coat, call 714-2-830-830, 714-2-830-830.
Comedy gold.
So
I like turtles.
So Zoviet, Sonic Moonshine, Foos Fighters, and
That's
a
moving
Perfect
faster.
Tool.
Good.
Okay, so I'm in the dressing room right
Perfect
before we
Tool.
go on.
That was the name of a screenplay I recently wrote.
Oh.
That was a perfect
Really?
storm. No.
Oh. Oh, man. Okay. So I'm getting ready. And the Zoviet, the guys who opened, which were fantastic, by the way.
Yeah.
So
big Zoviet
Big
fan.
shout out to
Yeah.
Zodiac.
no, it's Zoviet, not Zodiac, Beth.
Sorry.
See, and this is why it takes so long, Chris.
Okay. We
Go on.
need to school
Let me
those
just
people.
finish.
Go on.
So they. I can't do it now. Okay, so I hear them over talk, and they're like, and I'm like, "Are you guys staying for our show?" And they're like, "Oh no, sorry, we have to go to church in the morning." And I, as Rob Zombie, I'm covered in blood, and I'm like, "Me too. Where do you go?" So they were shocked to find out. So they invited me to church, so I went to their church, and it was really nice.
Would you please bite him?
That's it.
Come over here. You can buy out a crime.
I thought that was nice, but
That was
I
good.
think I find
that was
it
a great,
I find it great that
great story.
Oh, never mind. Okay, sorry.
You just never
Continue.
know. You never know who you're going to meet in your dressing room.
That's right. What do you got?
Okay, I got this.
I like turtles.
I like the DMV. No, I do not. Neither did a man in Virginia who paid sales tax on his 2 cars in protest how inconvenient the DMV made his payment process. How much money in pennies do you think he had to pay?
Ooh.
Oh, wow. In pennies?
This is what he delivered to the DMV.
And pennies. They deserve every second of counting those pennies.
$562.
No, well, how many pennies? I don't know. I don't want to do the math here. Let's see.
4 million.
Yeah.
Chris.
4 million in pennies.
20,000.
Any math students out there? Because there's none in here.
I'm a genius. I know it's got to be 83.
Ooh.
300,000 pennies. That's what he
Wow.
Wow.
paid. And I don't.
How much money is that? Can anyone figure that out?
Just move,
$25.
just move the decimal point. These are pennies. It's the money is on the metric system.
So $300?
The guy had to pay $300.
Okay, but he paid in pennies.
He paid
That's
in pennies.
great.
Wow.
Good for him.
There you go. You know, DMV has ticked me off on occasion.
Right.
I am, well, Rocco, in addition to, private pilot, surfer extraordinaire.
I know. I was looking at your feet when you came in because you never wear shoes or shirts, and you're tan, like
shirt,
year round.
No shoes, no service.
Do you preach that way, by the way?
I got to, no. I went to the DMV to get my bus driver's license.
No way.
And because I'm a pilot, I take checklists. Also, the book there, the commercial driving handbook says you may use this checklist or any other part of this guide when performing your pre-trip. So I whip out the big manual,
Go on.
and the lady says, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well, I'm taking my pre-trip."
I'm whipping out my big manual.
She says, "Not with that, you're not." I said, "What do you mean?" And she says, "That's not for using your pre-trip, but it says right here." Sorry, sir. Well, I failed the exam. Went to talk to the supervisor, and she says, "I know that's what it says, but that's not what it meant."
Of course, yeah.
That's the DMV.
Wow.
But that's not as bad as the DMV in Philadelphia.
Go on.
Philadelphia. Man, I mean, do I have time for this rant? I
Yes,
suppose I
of
do.
Yeah,
course.
you do.
We kind of ran a little long on the
On the shout
shout
out.
outs, but
Can't let me finish.
On the
the,
shout out.
I had this wonderful experience of taking my daughter to college, drop her off in Philadelphia. One thing she wanted to accomplish was to buy a car. I see the ad, we test drive the car, and I go to pay the man. That's where things got a little complicated.
Oh, no.
The man said, "Well, you got to get tags
Right.
before I can sell you the car." Okay, usually
usually
different.
come with the car?
Whatever, we do it differently in California. So to get the car registered, I was told I needed a Pennsylvania driver's license at the DMV.
Oh, no.
Okay, no problem. What she needed was her old California license and a Social Security card. Didn't have her Social Security card, but good news, she had her passport. They said no. She needed the Social Security card. Now, she could get a copy of the Social Security card from, believe it or not, at the Social Security office if she gave them the passport.
Oh, no.
Wow.
So here we did this, and we're running all over South Philadelphia in one of two places that will grant an out-of-state driver a license. 45 minutes from our hotel, by the way. So anyway, got that covered. Now it was time. "Oh, sir, where's her proof of residency?" Should have been no problem because, this should have come up. It didn't. We got this thing from the landlady and said, "Oh, this will be just fine." But the landlady has to get it notarized. You have to go back an hour and a half.
Oh my gosh.
So Allison's got this, car. I'm not kidding you. It took 4 days. By the time we were going to get the car transferred, our California insurance wasn't good in Philadelphia, even though the California insurance agent and the Philadelphia insurance agent said it was. Who said it wasn't? The DMV said it wasn't. That's who. So anyway, before too long, we got her Crown Victoria for a mere $850 and 4 days
wow.
of labor.
Amazing.
But, God's in control. We finally got it with 10 minutes to close on a Friday before they were going to be gone.
So, if you want to talk about Tom Brady's big coat, call 714-2-830-830, 714-2-830-830. When we come back, I'm going to tell you a compliment that I got about our radio show.
Yay.
And that's all I'm going to talk about. Or something else. You're listening to AM 830 KKLA, Angels Radio.
Ducks Radio AM 830, KLAA.
Money buys everything, doesn't it?
This year, one independent film stands above the rest, and it's a knockout. Winner of IndieFest Award of Merit and an Accolade Award. Top Code Cash is a bank heist thriller with the cast of characters you won't forget. TopCodeCash.com. 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 Premieres January 13th in selected theaters in Los Angeles. Rated R.
Do you need a DUI attorney? Call 310-320-5667. That's 310-320-5667. The offices of Mark Allen are here for you. They are the South Bay premier DUI attorneys. You can visit them online at southbay-dui.com. That's southbay-dui.com. Call 310-320-5667, 310-320-5667. That's 310-320-5667. When it comes to your smile, you want the best, right? Dr. Stephen Tassoni and his crew voted Best Dental Office in the South Bay 6 years in a row. For an appointment, call 310-791-2041. That's 310-791-2041. Once again, that's 310-791-2041. To book online, newsmilesdentistry.com. That's newsmilesdentistry.com. Once again, newsmilesdentistry.com.
Angels Radio.
AM 830.
Look up to the skies and see. I'm just a poor boy.
And we're back. I'm Rocco Bonzarelli.
I'm Pastor Andy Q.
We are Rock Candy Broadcasting live from the Big A. I got a really good compliment last night with the House of Blues.
On you?
On the show.
Oh, the show.
Yay.
This show?
Yes.
This show.
They said.
That show is grand.
They said. They said, "Wow, your show sounds good now." Because you know, in the beginning, you know, you tell your friends to listen, and then you know, it was working itself out, and I guess allegedly it's gotten, you know, moderately better.
Well, great.
So here we are.
Tell your mom thank you. Now that's the standard old joke. Yeah, that's the. Yeah.
Womp womp.
Yeah.
What you got?
Well, we've got lots going on in the movies. Forget Oscar. You know, Oscar's king in Hollywood, but forget Oscar because there's a movie that trumps them all. Wayne's World's coming back. It returns to the select theaters nationwide in February to celebrate the cult classics.
That's awesome.
25th anniversary.
I love that show.
Yeah.
That movie.
Yeah, I loved it. Your wife actually compared our show to Wayne's World. Do you remember that?
I thought it was Beavis and Butthead.
I think we were practicing in the dining room before we got a show, which by the way got renewed for a year.
Woohoo!
No, that's our dining room is available for 1 minute.
Oh, sorry.
The good people at AM 830 said, get the heck off my station.
So I thought that's pretty good. I mean, I don't think we're as good as Wayne's World, but you know, if somebody does.
Close.
See, I don't know what Time Magazine's thinking here. You know, they covered the story on Ashley Wagner and her competition in an event for 2017 U.S. Figure Skating Championships. You know, very complimentary article to her gift, but it's under the headline of Blades of Glory.
Wow.
Oh.
Am I thinking of like the
Will Ferrell movie with Napoleon Dynamite?
Time Magazine.
You know, I worked on that movie.
No.
Yes,
way.
I did, and I was a production assistant and I was an extra. So you can see me a few
on
times
Blades
in the
of
movie.
Glory?
Yeah,
I
sure
tell you,
was.
I did see you in People magazine.
That's right, you did.
For the Bewitched.
For Bewitched, yeah. My mom called
goodness.
from the East Coast and said, "Were you at Will Ferrell and Nicole Kidman's wedding, and I said, "Mom, they're not married for real. It was a movie called The
Business
Witch."
of show.
But yes,
But,
so yeah, that was a fun little ring. All right, go on.
Speaking of people that see you,
Yes.
the Tracy Ellis Ross, the Blackish star, in dedicating her Golden Globe for Best Actress in a television series, et cetera, said, talking about people of color, she said, "I want you to know that I see you. And I want you to know, Rocco, I see you.
You do?
I hear you.
Thank you.
I feel you.
Thanks for listening.
I
and
touch you.
looking.
Feel me.
You stay over there. I'm going for that backdoor shenanigans.
But I don't bite you.
That's right. That's right. We can stay friends.
Once again, if you want to talk about Tom Brady's giant coat, you can call 714-283-830. Sorry, that's my last time. No, I just saw the photo and it's huge. That is insane. It reminds me of, did you ever see that old Saturday Night Live bit where they were doing the talking heads and the guy's like, you might say to yourself, why such a big coat? No? Anyway, sorry.
Go on.
Somebody knows.
Or Seinfeld's puffy shirt.
So here we go.
A puffy jacket.
Yes.
That's right. I remember that now. Okay, so Nerf. You remember, Nerf balls?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
The Nerf blaster you owned growing up could barely shoot a foam dart across the room. Did you ever have a Nerf blaster?
I was a youth pastor, so we dealt heavily in Nerf.
Chris, you had a Nerf blaster?
Nerf blaster youth pastor. See?
They have a new Nerf gun. It says, now the company has blasters capable of firing foam balls at speeds of 70 miles an hour.
Oh,
so there's a new Nerf gun. That's right. It's available for $100, and it can shoot a foam ball 70 miles an hour.
And there goes the windows.
There goes the windows, and I think they're sending them to Iraq to...
Oh, no.
No, I'm kidding.
You'll
it's
put
crazy.
your eye out.
That's insane. Let's see. It's fully automatic and just loads up when you pull the trigger. It's like boom, 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 boom. So it shoots I think 100 rounds. You can load up this gun with 100 rounds and shoot these foam balls at 70 miles an hour. That
Holy
is
cow.
you are waiting. You'll shoot your eye out. Literally,
Yeah.
you will shoot your eye out.
Yes.
Several times over.
I can't wait till we do it.
How about this for a smooth transition?
Go
and
on.
now for a Hollywood Minute.
Oh.
Not when we're talking about movies,
Yep.
but just
Sorry.
in the middle
I
of nothing.
jumped on the...
I do.
And
I
now,
have
let me
some
just do
stuff.
your
Okay.
theme song, and then I'm going to make you one. Ready?
Really?
Beth's Hollywood Minute. So next week, and then I'll cut that into something.
Give it
fancy.
that pop feel.
Do you want to do it with me, real quick?
I do not.
Ready?
Oh, come
I do
on.
Me
not.
and you.
I don't.
Come on,
Come
do
on,
it.
just do it, and then I can.
Come on.
And then
I'll
I
feel
can
like a
make
movie
song
star.
out of
Okay,
it.
okay, great.
Okay, ready? 1, 2.
Beth's
Beth's Hollywood Minute.
Oh, man.
That's gonna be terrible. Okay, never mind.
Okay,
I like
Rocco, you're going
turtles.
solo. Okay, so listen. I have Bieber fever.
Oh man.
So my goal in this Hollywood Minute is to share the positive news about Justin Bieber,
Oh,
if there is
Beth.
any. And this week there is good news about Justin Bieber.
Go on.
That should be very appealing to our sports audience.
Well, listen, this is kind of sporty.
Yeah.
Alan Thicke, who has
Yeah. Long gone. with
Dead.
us, yes.
Dead.
It's
He's
like a
passed
week
on.
ago.
Yes,
they
this is
did a hockey game that they were going to do as a tribute to him.
yeah.
And his son,
Robin.
Robin Thicke, was supposed to go and do this hockey game at the Staples Center, but he is tied up in a very bad custody battle with his wife and wasn't feeling it. So guess who filled in for him?
Wait a minute. Let me think. Let me think.
Waylon Jennings.
No.
Sean Connery.
No, Justin Bieber.
Oh.
Are you kidding?
I'm not kidding. Isn't that great news? So, there you go.
Well, he's a great guy.
Well, we're getting there. He's still a punk.
His
but-
publicist. Wait, this is the president of the fan club that's saying he's such
Yeah.
a punk.
Well,
You're just nothing but a
I'm
punk.
rooting for
You're
him.
nothing. You'll never work in this town again.
No, I'm
Why?
rooting for him because I think
don't
he's got it
understand.
to pull together.
Okay.
One more item, very quickly. The cold case murder file of the Righteous Brothers' ex-wife,
Okay.
which I did not know she was a mother from Hermosa Beach.
Wow. I didn't know that.
And
that's
she's from Hermosa
Bill
Beach.
That's
Medley.
where my family
Bill
lives. I'm
Medley.
kidding.
I know. Bill Medley's wife from 1964
Yeah.
to 1970. So
Right.
short-lived marriage. Was
Well, it's
murdered.
because she never closed her eyes anymore when he kissed her
Never
lips.
close your eyes anymore. Okay, so that was back
Because it was with a murderer.
41 years ago
Okay.
tomorrow. She was murdered. They've
By-
never been able to. Tomorrow they're going to announce it.
Wow.
Isn't that
That's
cool?
big, and you're breaking it tonight
know.
on our little radio program.
I'm
That's
only kind
big.
of breaking it because I don't know who did it.
Just tell me when you're done.
Are you kidding? Don't be mean to Beth.
I'm not being mean to
Be
Beth.
mean to me.
I'm
You
not
can be mean to me.
No. I was going
Don't
to do
be
her
mean.
ending song so I
Okay.
can cut it.
Okay, the only other thing I
That
have to
didn't- that's
add
not how it
is
sounded.
Sorry.
Honey
Sounded
Boo
like
Boo's
tell me when
mom,
you're done.
Oh.
Mama June.
I love Honey Boo Boo News.
Do you?
Go on.
I think it's ridiculous. But anyway, Mama June lost 200 pounds and is looking hot.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Good for her.
There's my Hollywood Minute.
I don't know if you've
Peace
noticed,
out,
Ange,
people.
but I've lost a few pounds myself.
Well, is it in
You're so
solidarity
handsome.
with Honey
Bunch
Boo
of eyes
Boo?
so
course.
sad.
I had 2 gigantic hoagies today, too. 2 to celebrate my weight loss. 2. I'm not kidding. I had 2 sandwiches this
Wow.
now. I'm holding 12-inch, like a 12-inch,
Sandwich.
like hand span right
yes,
now
he is.
for our radio listening on.
Well, you're my hero.
But I've lost like 10 pounds.
Yeah, you
I
look
think it was eating sandwiches.
handsome.
Thank you.
As
so much.
always.
Oh, you go on.
Let's talk about sex, baby.
Whoa!
A female zebra shark in Australia waters, an aquarium, actually in an Australian aquarium, may have reproduced asexually,
Whoa.
giving birth to 3 sharks after being separated from her mate for over 3 years. Somewhere in this story, Rocco,
Yeah.
there's hope for you.
Oh. I've often thought of reproducing asexually.
In
but-
Australia.
Wait,
We just got.
I gotta give Beth her ending song real quick.
Oh.
Be quiet. Beth's Hollywood Minute. Okay, that's it. Go on.
Hey, baby.
Sorry.
The U.S. Supreme Court rejected a challenge to Utah's anti-polygamy law from the Brown family.
Oh.
Did you ever see that sister wives from that very attractive Cody Brown and his 4 wives?
Whoa.
They
Ridiculous.
fled Utah after a county prosecutor opened an investigation into them.
Well, sure.
Yeah.
Narcissists
I can't even get
and
one.
sociopaths.
I can't even get one wife. This guy's got 4.
What's wrong with polygamy? I mean, some people were born that way to have a, preference for
Sure.
Yeah, so
Multiplicity?
what LGBTQP. Let's add the P there. You cannot. No?
Gasping
Oh, no.
on air.
Well, if you didn't have enough to worry about, Mount Everest may be missing an inch. Scientists are planning to measure Mount Everest to see whether it's shrunk after the recent earthquakes.
Wow.
It's the world's highest mountain. It's 29,029 feet, but it may be reduced by an inch,
And
which
where
is
did it go?
probably
Where would that inch go?
Just settling.
Yeah.
Just some settling may have occurred during
That's very
contest.
interesting.
Well, if you think that's interesting, wait till you see how much California loses when we secede from the Union.
Oh,
Then
boy.
we're going to lose more than an inch.
That's right.
You think that's
Give 'em
gonna
an inch.
happen?
Okay, can I give you one more, or do you have something here?
go ahead.
Here's a quote from Mark Rutte, the Dutch Prime Minister. He was telling immigrants to assimilate. What did he say in a blunt campaign? He said, "Act normal or go away."
Whoa.
I would pretty much extend that through to the crew here on Rock Candy Radio. Act normal. Go away, you people.
Well, Chris has been out of town for like what?
A month.
A month?
Who? Chris Brown, our
Yes.
crack engineer?
Where did he go? Where were you? Where have you been?
I've been in Japan.
How was it? How was the food?
It was absolutely delicious.
Oh.
Yeah, I was watching his Facebook posts. It looked really fun.
Uh-oh, Rocco's
But
stalking.
it's funny because I was going through. Of course I do stalk him. I look at his Facebook every day. I want to know where he is at any given
Warning,
moment.
Will Robinson.
And I'm going, why isn't there any kittens? Because he always posts like kitten stuff all the time, and dogs.
He was
and
busy
puppies
in Japan.
And then I see he's in Japan. He's like,
He
he
was
didn't even
eating
tell me,
them.
and I didn't even get a postcard.
Isn't that fascinating? You know what? It's the manual also says end on a high note, and boy, have we ever. Stay with us for the next half hour. We call that half hour
Sorry.
Your Wonderful Life. But join us again next week for a unique perspective from wild rock and roller
Rocco Fonzarelli.
and me, Pastor Ann Q. In addition, we'll have more updates on Tom Brady's coat. We'd love to hear from you on Facebook, Rock Candy Radio. Have a great week, everybody, and stay tuned for The Good Show, Your Wonderful Life, where we're going to talk about how to discover the joy. Encouraging and inspiring. That's Your Wonderful Life coming up right after the break.
Later.
Red roses too.